Howdy folks, welcome to CapeCast, the official webcast of the Cape Cod Times. We're behind the Highland Light in Truro, awash in the end of the day Cape Light. It's so beautiful. But we're not thinking lighthouse today, we're talking weird thing in the woods over my shoulder. Looks like a castle tower over there. What's going on? It's pretty medieval. Well, it's connected with a Swedish opera star of the 1800s and a guy from Truro who just felt like moving a tower in the 1920s. It's the Jenny Lind Tower. Find out about it next!
CapeCast.
This thing is huge! Bill, what is the Jenny Lind Tower all about?
That is a big piece of granite out there, blocks of granite. 55 feet tall from the Fitchburg Railroad Station. Brought in 1927 by an Aldrich, and there it stands today.
And now you say Fitchburg Railroad Station, but it was in Boston.
Right, Causeway Street in Boston, one of the main railroad stations in Boston.
Now it appears this Jenny Lind person was a major star of the mid-1800s singing-wise.
That's an understatement, yep. Making close to $200,000 on tour in 1850.
Now wait a second, so she comes to Boston. She's going to perform at this multi-purpose facility, the Fitchburg Station. That's also a railroad station, a performance place.
Right.
They oversell it. It's hot out. And you got angry crowds out there saying, I want to see the Swedish Nightingale, as she's known, the singing star.
Right.
And so something's got to give at this railroad station. What happens?
Well, there's a couple different stories or legends, and the most famous being that there's a near riot inside because there's people outside trying to get in, and the people inside are smashing the windows of the offices that were also on the second floor of the station. And so in an attempt to quell the uprising, she went out on one of the towers and did a concert for the people who didn't get in with their tickets in hand, and calmed everybody down, and it all turned out well in the end.
I mean, if we could compare Jenny Lind to any current star, who would you say?
Well, I'm out of the loop with music now, but I guess Elton John would be a big draw today, and that would be the demand, but probably bigger than him.
Bigger than Elton John. Okay, now we got this tower. Apparently later on they're going to take this tower down, but some of it somehow survives and lives in Truro. How does that transition take place?
Yeah, 1927 rolls around, you've got stations going out of business, and this station's going to be demolished. It has 4 of these 90-foot towers at the corners of the building. And Harry Aldrich from Truro, a wealthy businessman, decides that he wants one of the towers, and he takes the 55 feet top of one of the towers. Has it disassembled and brought by train to the Bayside in Truro. 5 men take 3 or 4 months to put it back together again.
Now, is this because Mr. Aldrich loved Jenny Lind, or what does history show?
History seems to indicate that it wasn't necessarily Jenny Lind's connection. It was he loved the architecture. Maybe he was a chess fiend. I don't know.
And so today it just sort of sits out there and people say,
Yeah, amongst other things, that's what they say. It's kind of a scenic thing you can see from Highland Lighthouse, and it is a very medieval-looking structure. It's not going anywhere. The interior wooden stairs and so on have rotted since then, but the granite will probably be there a long, long time. And it's within the Cape Cod National Seashore, and you're not allowed to go in it, but you can certainly admire it from a distance.
You're probably wondering what it looks like inside there. Well, here's the deal. You cannot go in there. But I'll tell you what it looks like. Couple beer cans, a big empty space, and an echo chamber that makes me want to say, Arizona will win the Super Bowl! We heard that the Jenny Lind Tower would give the power of song to anyone, and it worked! Snil, snil, snevlunin, snil, snevola, oh noodle, noodja. Unfortunately, it made you sing in Swedish.
CapeCast.